Hello, hello. Welcome back to the bog. I'm Willow, and I'll be your guiding light. Today, we're going to be diving back into Menace. We are on our second operation of this campaign, and as noted at the end of last time, spending those OCI components for the Authority really hurts, because you can see we can't afford anything. This is what we want, the Wayback Outreach Office. This helps with recruitment, gives us +2 squaddies per mission. It's absolutely incredible, and we can't afford it because we're 6 short. The only thing we can afford is Sensor Array 1, and I don't really care about that. So, we got no increased trust, we got nothing really to show for it. We've got an alien infestation on Dice of the Gods, but I want to deal with some more pirates. So we're going to go fight some pirates on Mog. It's a counterinsurgency. An aggressive warband of pirates made an unexpected planetfall and have spread over a concerningly large area. Local forces have been outmatched by the pirates' audacious tactics. TCR needs to insert, secure the area, and ultimately find and destroy the pirates' base of operations. Salutations, Marine. We would hazard against hiring of Theron Reach members. They refuse to accept the situation of the Wayback and are thus opportunistic interlocutors at best. All the same. For our first mission of this operation, we're going to be stopping an extortion. Pirates have been extorting a local settlement for a while now. Something must have gone wrong as intense gunfire has been picked up by our sensors from the location. Head there ASAP and stop whatever the pirates are doing there. Time is of the essence, so better bring some fast transports. It's a 2-skull. As you can see, we have a few more supplies to use this time than we did on our previous operation. That will continue to increase as we go. We've got to save the civilians mission. These ones are interesting because there's no time limit. All you care about is saving the civilians. And it's very much like hitting breakpoints. You don't care about individual civilians dying, you care about whether or not you hit the save 60, save 40, save 20. Then we gotta do it clean, we gotta do it without breaking stuff. If we succeed, we get a civilian trading post. In the Wayback, where resources are scarce and piracy common, civilian trading posts are worth infinitely more than their weight in zero-grav gold. Securing such a location will be most favored by both locals as well as their leadership. So that gives us civilian trading goods, which is just some money, and also gives us trust with a local faction, which in this case is Zane Beecher Corps. The other options, not as good, worse rewards, less difficulty, so we're getting in for this one. Alright, this extortion mission is taking place during the day. We've got everyone set up. We're going to be having Achilles power up towards what I believe are the 10 civilians clustered in the center here, carrying Carter along and sped up by Pike. Looks like we're going to have pirates from the left and the right. We have an intelligence of 0, so we're not seeing all of the elements, but this cluster very much looks like how civilians spawn. Darby is rocking the light chain gun and some outcast rags. This lets her sneak in extra shots as she's stationary, gives the ability to fire while moving better, and this makes her a little bit more stealthy and helps her with her whole scouting job. Pike, he's got a scrap grenade and a dream. He's just here to help out. Achilles has the same setup. He's doing pretty good with that. This gun has decent armor damage, so he's really if we run into any sort of heavy armor, the mounted chain gun's what we're using to shred it. And then Carta, she's got her shotgun, and she's got some soft armor now. A soft armor graded as Class 2, designed mainly to protect against shrapnel from explosions. Will not stop any kind of bullet fired from short distances. This is like the armor the scavengers wear, but a little bit more durable, a little bit cheaper to run. We gave her mobile infantry. Warning: repeated embarkation and disembarkation of hardware, particularly moving ones, may inflict injuries such as sore backs, disintegration of knee ligaments, and athlete's foot. Some soldiers report the motions being a little rough on the neck. This essentially lets her enter and exit for 5 AP, which is really helpful for her. Right now, it'll let her actually get back into the truck after shooting. It also just means she's not completely useless on the turn she gets out of the truck. And it also gives her a little bit more cover from using Achilles as cover. And then she's rocking our bundle grenade. Bundled HE grenades attached to each other as a makeshift anti-tank grenade. This is, again, if we're into any heavy armor, we have some way to deal with it. So with that, let's get in there.
Nox has landed. Our eyes see everything.
Beautiful.
Eyes open.
Alright, and so this is what Darby looks like now that she's in the rags. She looks like the pirate outcast you see her with the chain gun. Carta in the soft armor, you can see it's just like a bulletproof vest over the normal armor, and Pike's just hanging out here doing his best. We're going to start with Darby moving because she's our scouting unit with scout perk and some concealment. I'm not expecting hostiles, but I'd like to be prepared. Yeah, so these are the cities we saw right at the bottom, so my assessment appears to have been correct. Feels good. Always nice to be right. Carta, get into the truck. Yes, you can only cost her 5, so she'll be able to do a lot more once we get closer.
Sir.
Pike, you're buffing Achilles, and you're just slowly moving forward. And we're going to just dash Achilles. We know there's a bunch of civilians in front of us, so I'm not worried about taking any rockets or anything like that. And I want to get in there. We don't have a time limit, but getting to the civilians early can be really helpful, especially because some of the pirate units, like the flamethrower team and the chain gun team, absolutely slaughter civilians. Yeah, there he goes. Ooh. That's what I'm talking about. So ooh, I pressed the run button. We had a bunch of civvies run towards us, but you saw when they weren't in cover, that chain gun burst just killed all of them. No ifs and ors, buts, no nothing. They just died. So if we want to protect them, we're going to have to get in there, so to speak. The problem is, I'd like to have a few of these guys go, but if I let them do that, I really run the risk of civvies dying. We've still got a couple to spare, so I think we got one more turn that I'm comfortable spending on moving up. Maybe Darby will see something. I don't think so. I think the chain gun team's like right in here. I think it's going to be just out of her range. Yeah, but like, this is what I'm concerned about. One of these civvies might just explode here. You hear something firing.
Sir.
Aha! That little clicking sound, that's the jam. That means that they fired too much. Yep, there's another city squad down. Yes, we really gotta get in there, or these cities are not gonna be having a good time. And then unfortunately, he's gotta just risk it for the biscuit. I only have one more civvy team that can die. Yeah, you see, this was a chain gun truck. They popped out of and just bursted and killed them instantly. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 civilians back here. That is not enough civilians. I gotta go find more. So unfortunately, Achilles is just gonna have to rip it forward. Yeah, there's them. We don't have a choice. He's got to get in there. We're going to lose too many civilians. We still got... There's 6. 6 is enough. Is this pipe guns? Yeah, we don't care. Pipe guns or whatever. Good news is, Carta can pop out here. We might see a little bit more. And her shotgun does absolutely terrible things to these guys. I'd rather try and move her to here and fire, but I think what we do is we take a knee for that +9 accuracy, and we see what we can do. You see the armor. The cover in the armor is really tanking it for them. And then we stand up and we get back in the truck. This way she can't be shot at, and these guys are at least mostly disabled. Suppressed and wavering's pretty brutal. That's a city crew getting fired at. Oh, sounded like they broke. That is another chain gun team. Oh, chain gun teams are so dangerous for this. They're just their ability to slaughter civvies. Okay, nice. They made it around the corner. Big. And more pipe guns that aren't going to do much to Achilles. Mostly worried about scav squads for him because the workshopped RPGs can hurt, but that's the chain gun team we saw before. This chain gun team only has Achilles in his sight. This guy's kind of made it around the wall, and so I would love for Pike to be in range, but he's going to still have to keep moving up. I really want to try and get Darby to a place where she has sight, or more specifically, has a shot on those guys. I'm not sure that's going to happen, because even here you can see that she's not going to be in range, and moving 2 more tiles forward to get in range, we'd have to get to here, and that's not enough to fire, so unfortunately she is going to have to simply go to here and get down. We're not quite in range, and this by itself won't suppress, so She's gonna get down, so she's set up for next turn, but we might just lose another city here. Him running is good. The Kingdom team has shots on this, but they're behind pretty decent cover.
We have to get the enemy
Yeah, so it's mostly just gonna suppress them. And that's actually really good. Being suppressed or pinned down increases your defenses, and so you actually want civvies to get suppressed, because we're less, if they're out in the open, as you saw, they just got ripped apart immediately.
Sir?
No funny business, no shenanigans, just instant death. Carta, I'd love to be able to deploy in a spot where she can shoot twice, and if you notice, these guys don't have any sort of grenades, and so Achilles isn't in a huge amount of danger to them. They have no anti-armor, and that lets us get him into position so we can see 2 trucks there, so it's at least 1 team of enemies around the back. I'd like for him to be in a better position, but I think we are going to have to take the shots we have here, which are all through tier 2 cover, which is kind of unfortunate, but should still do enough suppression. You can see that's still pinned them. He's got 82 accuracy, so even with the terrible shots he's taken, it's still doing enough. And then Darby's on this side, so I want to kind of angle him a little bit towards when we know there are going to be enemies. This also lets Carta deploy right here, or here. Gives us more options for deployment, essentially. Those guys are getting a little bit close, but not too close. And then I want Carter to go as late as possible, so Pike, move up this side. I'm a little worried something comes around the corner and sees him, but that's a risk he's going to have to take. They're suppressed, they've already gone, and you can see that the range on this... I could also probably go here and have shots. We're going to do that. You can see how good the cover she has here is. She's got tier 2 or tier 3 facing everything.
Hostiles!
Oh, that's a lot of pipe guns. Jesus. We know they're pinned. We know they're suppressed. They've already gone. You've already gone. Well, you haven't gone actually yet. You're going to be the primary target. If I can kill you and see what happens, we can maybe do some stuff with this. Come on. Fleeing is good. Fleeing costs him his turn, so I can either take some very shitty long-range shots at that and risk a lot of pipe gun fire. I'm very worried about the amount of pipe gun fire she's got facing her, so we're going to once again quickly pop back into here and hold off for a moment, because pipe gun fire is not going to do that much to Achilles. They're a little bit too far away to run up and grenade him, and so we're waiting a little bit. You guys are going to spend your turn running away. This is more pipe guns. He's in cover, so their pipe guns are just... Eventually it'll be a problem, but for right now, this is a much better thing for them to be shooting at. Ooh. We'll probably want to take some shots and then retreat on his next turn. We are, again, trying to protect the civilians. This guy might disband if we're very lucky. No, he's going to be wavering. Okay, so we know these guys are over here.
Orders?
Darby technically has a shot on them. And it will probably kill them. And then we can kind of interact with what's going on over here. I don't want to let Achilles just get shot at. But this is the only enemy that we know is in range of civvies. So let's see if Darby can finish it off. I say finish it off like he's not at full health, but yeah, she's a monster.
We've got movement.
That is some scavengers. These guys are... They'd have to move up quite a bit, and they'd need a pretty good cover from them, so I'm comfortable pushing her up. Yeah, so this is a bunch more friends. That's a flamethrower team. This is going to be a big problem, but not for a couple of turns. They're still a little bit on the outside of the range. This guy can move up, but he was deployed, so yeah, he's probably just going to stand there and get back down. Yeah. Alright, so one option is popping Carta out to try and put some pain down. The other option is trying to have Achilles back up a bit. We know we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. No, that's not a civvy. That's Pike. We've got 7 civvies, so we can actually back up and let them come to us a little bit. The choice is, do I think I can use Carta for something better than popping out, finishing this guy off, and getting back into the truck? Let Achilles take some shots. Make sure we know where everything is. I think that's going to be our best bet. We'll pop Carta probably here.
Going to cover.
Make sure we get a good sense of what we're seeing. Yeah, these guys are pretty hurt, but you can very much just finish this guy. Beautiful. Slightly excessive, but still beautiful. And we can get back in the truck.
Bounding the cover.
We don't want her to get shot. That's another kill off the board. Achilles might take some pipe gun fire, but yeah, they're moving things off in the back. And we can take a few shots with Achilles and just slowly have him kind of reverse, so to speak. So I can point him forward, and then he'll take a step back to here. And these guys, the longer range we're at, the worse their accuracy is. But I want to see if any of them are at a point where, ooh. Now this is interesting. This guy, we can rip shots at them, but they're a little bit too far away still. And I like having this big cover object to try and protect me. So we know there's here, we know there's two guys here. We'll fire at these two spots because the suppression might carry over a little bit. That sounds like a suppress. And we get some damage, and he can back up. And that just makes them a little bit farther away from grenade range, reduces their damage from fall off a little bit. We like that. You're moving, you're pulling up, so it's going to be a Darby has to go first kind of moment. Ooh, you pulled up very close. Hello, friends. Pike, you kind of want to pull up somewhere where you can see around this corner. Or I want you more in range, I think. I'm nervous about what's over there.
Listen up, we're moving.
Because there's probably another outcast group, or it could have been these guys firing. I think for right now, I want him in range to be able to buff Achilles. That seems like will be the most useful. Good thing the civvies are still running away. We've got trucks of pirates moving towards us. That's very dangerous. If that ever gets near somebody, that flamethrower will kill like 5 squaddies in a single shot.
Come on, test my mind.
Yeah, this is scary. This is close enough that they can grenade him pretty soon, so we gotta watch out for that. Unfortunately, him taking a grenade is better than Darby taking an assault rifle at close range. So it is gonna be a Darby get down and plow this guy into the friggin' sand. Beautiful. That's retreating and pinned down. Now, it's long range, so the shots aren't going to be great, but she does have an uncovered shot against this guy. And that's no DR. Yeah, so you can see him. He's not dead, but again, we broke him. Achilles might get grenaded, so depending on what the debuff he gets is, we might be very, very sad here. Ooh. Engine damage, that's not good. Engine damaged means he is going to be slower for the entire rest of the operation. You can see how brutal this is immediately. So we were worried about that. That was the team that came around the corner, but not a lot we can do about it. That is how the cookie crumbles. We can give Achilles a buff, and I don't really want to move you up closer. You're kind of happy where you are. I don't need to deploy you. That'll make you slower. You guys are going to keep running. Beautiful. And there's the flamethrower team being assholes. If I move you up, I can get just a beautiful shot on these guys. We can get our revenge.
You wanna be.
They're still broken. This means a beautiful shot on these guys. Slaughtered them. And then from here, we can just put these guys down into... Well, they're already broken, so maybe we just lob some long shots with our free AP. Hey, we got one hit. Through the cover doesn't kill, but it will make the next shot that comes at him that much more powerful. Carta, what do you see? You see a bunch of either long range or morale damage guys. You should also be able to probably finish these guys. I think we do our our patented get down, take the shots, get up. Ooh, not a finish, but not even that great. Just a little bit of damage. Be more careful with Achilles. The one upside is because he gets more AP, the extra cost for moving is less bad for him than it can be. That's the last civvy group being shot at. I don't know why it's over there, but I'm like, someone made bad life choices and got themselves. Holy shit, they just rocketed a civilian. That might have been a disband. That was a disband. That's very nice for us. You guys are having a bad time. You're having a bad time. We can open with the Darby. Kill these guys. Yeah, nice. Get some morale damage going. We don't have a lot of other shots, so we're perfectly happy to use our alt fire here. Yeah, nice. They're fleeing. And now she can keep moving forward. Her range is longer than theirs. They're continuing to kill that one civvy that got himself into a bad spot back there. Pike, can you get in range to hit Achilles again? Yeah, nice. And then you can move up because we're advancing. Pipe guns to the side, not ideal, but he's still doing okay. This is where we can do some funny things. Yes. You we can hit and suppress. Nice. So this doesn't do.
Try that in space.
And we got a jam. Nice.
Always ready.
Carta, you can pop out. And you can see that these guys are having a real bad time, and no one's really in range of you, so you can just start popping off shotgun shells. Beautiful. Finish that guy. Notice we're not getting back in because we're not really worried about being shot at right now.
Keep it up, Marine.
Heck yeah. They're still in their truck for some reason. That's a 40 AP turn. They're not leaving their truck. Yep, there goes the last civvy I can afford to lose. Good news is, none of the other civvies are in range, so I feel pretty good about that. Shots on Carta through high cover and some good armor, not a problem. Darby, I mean, will the chain gun just kill these guys?
The hostiles are fleeing.
Not quite, but it ruined their day. So you can knock everyone out of this truck. 1, 2, 3. 3 is okay. Come on. That second one sucks.
Modules damaged.
I was hoping for more morale damage over here, but that's acceptable. Especially if the truck moves and deploys them. Yeah, they can't do anything. They're very sad. Pike, you can continue to move up. And let's buff Carta so she can do some schmoovin'. Okay, these guys are going to keep firing at Carta, but yeah, they haven't even hit her yet. To be very clear, they haven't even hit Carta. They're wavering. They're having a very bad time. Carta, you can get to here. Yeah, and this gets you a kill on this. Yeah, 2 shots. Yeah, not even close. And then you can put some hurt on these guys. Nice. Getting that morale makes these guys weaker, solves a lot of our problems. Cities continue to run. They're moving up. What are they gonna do? Shoot?
Always ready, Major.
Nope, they're just gonna sit there. You can just keep firing. Got no reason not to just unload shots into them. Beautiful. You're running. Ooh, that's scary. Apparently not that scary. You're totally disbanding. Beautiful.
Sir.
Nice. Okay. So these guys are scary. These guys are a little scary, but not as much. So we're gonna have Darby. I mean, just like. Yeah.
Let it go. Objective set is clean.
Like, just keep
Pointing
shooting
headers
them.
back to the end.
There's no. There's nothing else really to do here.
Catching a
Yeah, and
corner.
then you're not quite in range for things. They're gonna fire Carta. This is a little scary, but they got their jam. Nice.
Sir.
So if they jam, we're feeling pretty good.
Attention. Moving to cover. Ready on my
Buff
signal.
Carta. That's the scav squad we saw running away earlier, but Like, we can have Carta just kind of get in there. We know they have no more turns, so get in there, kill this guy. We've completed the mission, but I get extra loot if I kill these guys. So we're going to. I think I can go to here. Yeah, and then you're in range. I'm not going to do a lot, but it will help with suppressing them next turn. Darby. Yeah, just get down. Oh, yeah.
They're
You
suppressed.
see Darby just hammering them. That's all of their turns consumed by that. And that allows Carta. Can you get close enough to try and kill these guys? Nice.
Impressive shooting, Marine.
So just I should have had you get down.
Sir,
Tight.
ready on my signal.
Shoot at the truck for funsies.
Always ready, Major.
And then you
Come on and fight.
rip shots at him until the cows come home. Okay, we're gonna hold off, so I don't want to actually hit Carta. Finish him. Nice.
Major, C2 is strong. This soldier's very combat effective.
That's the mission. Civilian supplies. 5 out of 5. Bunch of junk. It's a good mission. Achilles with the damaged engines, not great, but we'll make it work. Pike stuff's counting down. On to the next one. Next one is going to be search weapon caches. Local intel indicates numerous hidden weapon stashes in the area that pirates use to quickly resupply or prepare for ambushes. We need to search the area for any hidden weapons, ammunition, or other pirate caches to deny their use to the enemy. We gotta blow up the caches and get to the evac zone. We get bonus points if we do it quick, if we do it clean, if we recover extra equipment, and if we kill everything. So we're probably fighting turn timer and destroy more than 80% of the enemies. Those tend to be contentious. It can be very hard to chew through the number of enemies on a mission like this. If we succeed, we get the boss man den. Pirate leaders tend to hole up in caves or abandoned buildings. Locating one of these haunts after rooting out their forces will likely be bountiful, and no need to go hunting down X's on dirty maps either. We get a random pirate faction item on completion of this mission. Search weapon caches gonna be at night with clear weather, so it's going to be very hard for us to see. Looking at the mission, we've got 3 destroys close up, 3 destroys far away. So these mostly require spending some action points to shoot at. Same with this. The main force is going to move up towards the evac and try and fight the main group of pirates. Darby's going to try and be close enough that she can apply some of her scouting benefits to them, but also kind of try and pick off things out in the open and go for that far-off recover. Pike got the standby skill, not advisable for chess, forces the enemy to act next. Basically, you can pass your turn for later in the round, and I really like this for situations where I want enemies to do something. I'm about to round a corner and I want them to not have their turn. I'm on a defense mission. Last mission, I would have used this for the situations where, like, before Achilles goes round the building, I want to wait. Before I check this, I want to wait. And then Achilles got Expert Pilot. If one wishes to secure the K kill, one must learn the K turn. While in a vehicle, he gets minus 50% cost for turning and for reversing. This is so good. Turning normally costs 10 per turn, and so making a right angle costs 20 AP. This halves it down to 10, and reversing normally costs double movement. So being able to reverse for the same amount, very, very nice. Especially important right now while his engine is damaged. It's going to make him much slower, and so having reduced AP on the turns will just let him actually progress through the map. Otherwise, everything's the same for our next mission.
No matter what happens, it's all an experience.
Yeah! Carta continues to be the most adorable character ever to exist. See everything in the maps, feels so big, and then you start going. But in a situation like this, I'm not racing anything in particular. So, like, there's a turn timer, but I don't need to act early in the turn. So we stand by just to have one less enemy that can act if we end up seeing things. I'm probably going to start most turns with that when we're not hot in combat. If you notice, 80% of the enemies is 18. 1-8, big number of enemies. And so we are very much... What does that put? That's... Yeah... for 80%, we're missing like it's 22, 23 enemies total. That is not super cute. We're gonna be buffing Achilles a lot because he can destroy these and because he's gonna move slow as shit. I think these explode given they're a hidden cache of ammunition, weapons, and, say it with me now, explosives. I don't really want to blow up. I don't want to do that. So we're going to have Darby go as far as she can. Oh man, Darby, you are struggling. And then try and shoot this to destroy it. They've got 30 armor, so she should full pen. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, they don't actually explode that
Clearing
bad.
lanes.
Okay. Not bad, not bad.
Ready, sir.
Carta, you can unleash on this. So she has to eat the armor a bit, but she gets it. The muzzle flashes because it's nighttime.
Building destroyed.
In we go. And they're still thinking, and now you can see, like, this is how slow he moves. So slowly now.
Finding the fight.
Wah. Yeah, it's very unfortunate. Makes him quite good in combat if he doesn't have to move. And then we rip this. Nice! That's half the objective down. But you can see we can turn to stay on the road for only 5, which is wonderful. Vehicles move faster on roads, so it's nicer to have. I think most things move faster on roads than flat ground.
Sir.
You can see there's a lot of enemies. We're quite happy to stand by just to give them a little bit more of a chance to get themselves in trouble. And you can pop up. Given that there's going to be so many, I really was not quite expecting this many. I want to have Darby a little bit closer, just so we don't get totally caught out. Now that is a good pirate outcast that I very much want her to try and hunt. So we're gonna risk it for the biscuit
To cover.
and be in range for taking some of these guys out. You can still move up towards the actual set of buildings. If they're hiding among them, you'll have good shots. And you don't really see anything. So now we know he's been spotted, we can back up. Be like, ooh, a little bit careful. Scavengers run out, should have worked up RPG at him, they should have worked up RPG at him. His armor refreshes every mission, so not the worst possibility. We're going to move Carter around a little bit. We just get a little bit of sight if we do that, and then we get her back on the truck. And now we wait for the umpteen enemies to move.
Killing you will make me come.
Yeah, they really put that voice line in.
Sir.
I don't know if I hate it or respect it. It's nighttime, so I was really tempted just to rip this at you. I kind of still am. Let's do it. Nice. And then this you can take and just pummel them. Nighttime, schmite time. She doesn't care. And then we fire. Well, honestly, maybe we try and move up and get a little more vision.
Moving.
Yeah, and like there's a chain gun team out there. A little bit spooky, but it's nighttime, so they can't see us very well. Yeah, there they go. There they go. Fight, keep moving. I want Darby to be active because I want her to try and move up and get a little bit of scouting for me. Just a little bit more. These guys are super pinned down, so she's gonna have to go first if I'm moving her up. But I do really want to get more sight. You can see most of this right side, so Achilles, you're pulling up in.
Hostile is in sight.
There's some hostiles. Hopefully this doesn't jam. If it doesn't jam, this will wreck them. Oh yeah. Very nice. And then Carta, you can pop out to here. You don't see shit. I'm actually going to just move you here because you're going to need to walk over that anyways. Get you down for a little bit of extra accuracy and pop. Beautiful. If you notice, we don't care about destroying buildings in this one. It's just doing it quick and killing a bunch of things. I don't know if quick's going to happen. Having to kill... Even if I don't try and kill them all, like there's just so many of them on the map right now, it's kind of ridiculous. And that gun is putting in some work for Dardarbs.
Hustle 103rd.
I want to be, yeah. So if I can get her in range, her accuracy's good enough for a 3-man squad. Yeah, like it won't kill them, but it will seriously ruin their day. And I can also give her more AP. You're still content. For you, I think we just try and, yeah, like kill him with that. Pop out this way if we know that there's another group way out here who we're gonna have to go kill. So we do actually need the kills. I'd much rather go for the kills than the
Receiving the cover.
the timer. But go here, I can get down, and that gives her a little bit more concealment. Makes it just a little bit harder for the enemies to get her. You, I'm like, can I get you into a spot where, yeah, you can go here. You can turn so your front armor's facing them, and you can try and kill them. Nice.
Hoorah, Marie!
Beautiful. It's 3 guys down total. These guys are just running into the jaws of the lion right here. The lion is Darby. Darby, get down and rip into him. Oh, yeah. Finish him off. That's going to be a disband, almost certainly. Pike, you keep moving up.
Ready on my signal.
Darby to go again. You can stand up. I know there's another guy somewhere out here. He might have disbanded. No. Because it was 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, there's a bunch of dead bodies here. You can see them. Like, I know they were real. And here's one of the other fun things in this game. Even if you can't see a target, if you know where it is,
a new vantage has been gained.
You can target it. I absolutely love that. And we're going to want to pivot towards the right a bit, so we'll swing him around.
Always ready.
Because that means that Carta can just go whoop, 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 and get on into the truck. Heck yeah. More pirates moving. They like to huddle around the extract in large groups on these types of missions, so don't think we're out of the woods just yet. I want to see if I can let that guy disband.
Move up.
If he shoots 1 bullet at Darby, I would not care less. Darby, we are hunting for these guys. Shoot at you here, you've got 2 tiles worth of cover, and I don't want that.
Eyes on.
That's a little spooky. I don't love that. If we shoot you, you'll probably break this guy. Yeah, now you're both fleeing. And we're gonna run back this way just so that those guys don't move up and shoot me. I'd like to not have that happen. You can kind of mosey your way on up and
plow through it all.
Blow that up. Go back here. Face this way. Head towards the other objectives. We're still very worried about a bunch of pirates just like hanging out. And you can't see anything, so back into the truck. It is really going to be her, they don't call it a battle taxi for nothing. Darby, you're in a situation where this is just... I could probably get you a little bit closer. Yeah, I can get you to here, drop you down, and then a beautiful, beautiful set of shots will just absolutely tear through them, panics these guys, perfect. Pike, I'm actually gonna try and get you close enough to kill this. Nice! I'll just finish it off without having to use... Darby has a lot of ammo, because I gave her a lot, but her ammo is kind of precious. Achilles is gonna back up a little bit closer to Darby, because we're not trying to do this mission quick. Quick left the building when Achilles had a damaged engine and it was nighttime. Doing enough damage at night is very hard with just the number of things enemies gonna have. Number of enemies that can be on this. Let's see if you can chain gun this guy.
Hostile eliminated.
Get up, get into this cover.
Movement.
Spotted them. They can't see you though, so they're gonna have to get up and move around.
You're never going home.
You, we know they're right here, so yeah, or they've disbanded. I say they, it's one guy. It's not even people in a trench coat. It's one sad man. That sounded like death. That sounded like people being hurt. Ooh, a chain gun team.
Always ready.
You're out of range, but you can solve that problem. I don't know if we want you to solve that problem. If we go here and we see things that's a problem, we can move. But you can get down and long range him, and with 7 stacks and the shotgun, it's gonna... About to say, it's gonna rip through them. Holy shit. Beautiful. Just so many enemies. Oh my good lord. Yeah, my pike can be seen, so we know that there's still a friend over here. I'm not sure where they are exactly, so I'm quite happy to mosey closer. Yes, they are in fact in this tile. Just slowly plinking him. Like, he's gotta run away, right? Like, there's no way. Like, he's...
Hades.
Okay, good talk, Achilles. These guys are hanging out and being sad, and we're going to increase that level of sadness to as high as we can. Didn't do a lot, did enough. Where are the rest of your friends? Hey, it's more outcasts out in the open. You can't hit them from here, but you can get to here and do the same thing. Start putting shots down range. Okay, it started not being very accurate, but we got there eventually. Chain gun team. Ooh.
Always ready, mate.
Okay, she's got heavy armor. She's okay. You can go to here and rip these guys. Yeah, even with the nighttime debuff, still pretty good. And then not much, but something.
Destroy that governor.
He's having a bad time. They're all having a bad time. But if I don't open up with this, I'm in a lot of dangers. We are going to kick things off with you. Keeping them all down.
I have suppressed the hostiles. Are we still in this? Party time.
Just ripping shots at him. This guy... Oh my god, he's got grenade. Oh, that block and misses what? Ah, damn it. 5 health and you couldn't freaking kill him. I should have thrown a grenade at him. We'll throw grenades back. Terrible plan. Terrible plan. Oh my fucking god. Okay. That's 2 squaddies down. That's a refresh on his bruised condition. God damn it. Carta, keep doing your hopscotch and open up on these guys. I really didn't think the 5 health guy would hold up with all of his friends up here dying. Like, the morale penalties are variable with proximity, but I really didn't think that distance was... He had 5 health left. God damn it. That's a little scary. You have to go first, and like you kind of... Well, now he's... This is what I mean, like... I really thought he would get his morale broken. I wouldn't be a problem anymore. Darby can go for those guys, or I can just have you kill people. I think Darby... Like, you know they're right here. So, take a knee and open up on them. Yeah, you can see the blood popping up. And then you can... Yeah. Alright, the chain gun's putting in a lot of work for Darby. Oh, gonna be so real. Now he's going to disband. He's going to disband after he fucking takes out Fetlock and misses what? God damn it. God damn it. You can head towards that guy that we know is out there. And Carta, you can keep moving up. Yeah, like this guy's gonna, what, run? Yeah. Achilles. Here, and... Yeah. Just keep killing.
Sir?
You can move up.
Let's do this.
I need to get Darby up here mostly. We're at 12 out of 18, so yeah, the rest are probably all huddled on the site. They really enjoy doing that. We have to keep Pike very out of the combat, or he is going to die. Yeah, open up on that. You need specialists disabled on them so badly. That flamethrower team could turn this mission from having a minor uh-oh to a big whoop. Um, small whoop, losing Pike Squad. He can be bruised forever. It's not a problem.
Opened a potential path.
That's just
Building
not
destroyed.
something we're worried about for him. You can go up to here.
Good job.
Nice. Beautiful. There's probably
Sir.
more guys back there, so we're gonna... I've forgotten to be using standby. That's the problem.
Ready
I'll
on my
forget to use
task.
it. Despite it being incredibly good. Yeah, so you can run up to here. If you see people huddled in the corner, you'll stop moving. But nice. We cleared that corner. We got the package.
Always ready.
Now we can all slowly mosey
Orders?
on forward. We know there's going to be a bunch on site, because there's still at least 5 enemies that we know about. You know, for a frame of reference, that is a
Sir.
full and serious
Ready on my
combat
signal.
still out
Major.
there waiting for us.
Major.
Where it's waiting, I have no idea.
Proceeding.
I should have put you in the truck, but I didn't.
Ready on my signal.
Pike, you're really content to try
Sir?
not to die. You took way too much damage. 60 AP remaining if we get
Enemy
here. I'm
movement.
like, yeah, this will let us... We're going to keep moving forward because I want to be
Awkward,
in
moving.
cover. You're in the open. You guys are out of range. I think at nighttime we can afford to have her get down and just blast these guys. It'll reveal her position, but ruins their day,
Someone else
and
look.
nighttime long range through tier 2 cover, yeah, they're not even gonna
Let
try.
me touch ya.
They're not even gonna take those shots. They know.
Always ready.
Carta,
Roger.
you can pull up. If they're running away from you,
Orders.
why not? Darby, keep them down. Beautiful.
Enemy
and
is
then
suppressed.
we're not actually, again, we're not like pressed to
Listen up,
be
we're moving.
moving quickly. I'm quite happy to have Carta kind of run along the back here and get ready to
All the ways
shotgun
ready.
them next turn.
On the march.
You can cover there. We're not. We ain't in a hurry. We are quite happy to slowly move through this, killing you as we go.
Hostile
No
eliminated.
problems with that for me.
Ready on my signal.
I'm not gonna like, you know, faff around doing nothing though. So yeah, once you've seen an enemy once, it won't like stop you when you spot them. So I could try and sneak around because right now my shots aren't aren't gonna be awesome. But I can sling some bullets, get them suppressed, and get
One
back
or
to
third
here.
heading to cover.
Always ready, Major.
I don't want to take shots from the open. But I'm like, he has no reason not to just sit way back here and dump shots on the enemy.
You could have hid, but it would not have mattered.
Would not have mattered. Darby, we assume their enemies are there, but we're not.
Sir.
I'm not particularly
Ready on my
fussed
signal.
about, again, doing this at a specific pace.
With honor.
You can just... Doesn't look like they're there.
Always ready.
Pull back a little bit so we don't get hit.
Proceeding.
Carta can go to there. You can stand by. Let them stand up. I don't know. Themselves
Ready
killed,
on my
I guess.
signal. On task.
I don't know what their plan is, but it's not a good one. Really want to see if I can find the other... I'm like, the other squad's what I'm concerned about. A known enemy that I can suppress, not a huge problem. Unknown enemy that I can't suppress, big problem.
Major.
Because, yeah, like, you can move up, and you can
Bow before
just
me.
hit both of these. And, yeah, and they're not going to be
Lead the engagement.
doing anything for a little bit. You can keep moving up.
Eyes
Aha,
on.
that's the Scab Squad. That's some outcasts. Okay, we got some, there's some friends. I think Darby's got really nice shots on some of these guys, yeah. Just kind of
What's the
slaughtering them.
problem?
He's a problem, but we'll try and get some suppression down. Ooh,
We
oh
come
no.
in peace.
Oh no. This is bad.
Horizon.
Ooh, that could have been really bad. did not mean to stand by.
Movement.
More of them. Can you get in
Move out.
range to buff Carta? No, but you can
Ready
buff
on my
Achilles.
signal. Major.
Achilles could send to here. That'd be kind of funny.
Sir?
Carta, you are so
Found it.
able to just go here and slaughter them. Beautiful. This guy is the only real threat
Down.
at this point.
Always ready.
And so what we can do here to try and minimize our threat is have Achilles roll up. That is a chain gun team. We don't care for him. They're still in cover from you, so you want to move one more. Chain gun team is whatever. The bigger thing is that slaughters them. That slaughters them.
on this Marine.
That slaughters them. That is why Achilles is terrifying. Ooh, grenade from them would be not good. We're okay.
Sir,
Need to stand by.
ready on my signal.
There's still a few
Orders?
guys out there, wildly enough. You know, beyond these guys. Nice, the pin is
Enemy
good.
suppressed.
Sir,
And again, if we can get the kills, there's like no reason not to. Let's put this guy, yeah. They're
suppressed.
going to be panicking the whole time.
sir.
Unfortunate for them. You're not in range for any of that. You just get on his site.
Major.
Carta, you can move up, kill this guy. Nice. Ooh, and we got some. One of the shots scattered and hit the other pirate. Just kind of cute and fun. Beautiful.
Whatever it takes.
I don't know if that's all the pirates, but it's enough of them. Let's get out of here.
Let's do this.
Alright, so we oopsied our way into a bruise and a couple of dead squaddies, but
Let's do
overall, I'm very okay with how this mission went.
We
Sweet.
have been baptized in the fires of combat.
Thank you, Achilles. Another mounted chain gun, gross. A bunch more junk we don't care about. 4 out of 5 is acceptable. We lost Fetlock. We did get somebody back. Oh. Interesting. Oh no. So, he is now injured. Character suffers from injuries and has their combat effectiveness reduced. Minus 40% accuracy, discipline, and minus 30 AP. So normally you only get injured if you yourself, the squad leader, are down. The whole squad goes down. Apparently, if you already have the bruised debuff and you suffer it again from losing all of your squaddies, then you become injured. So we're gonna have to deal with Pike being injured. Ugh. Gonna have to repel a counterattack now. With our constant interference, we've finally forced the pirates into action. They are gathering a large force to attack and storm our COP, I think command operating point, to drive us from the area. We must repel the attack at all costs. The pirates cannot recover from a failed assault and will be driven back into the wilds for a long time. They're going to try and take an area from us for 10 turns. We have to stop them. We're going to do it clean. We got to not break stuff. We got to keep enemies out. Biggest concern on these type of missions is enemies moving into the zone after you've already spent all of your turns. That's the problem I'm going to be trying to avoid. So, with Pike injured, we don't really want to run him on a mission. Even in his current state, it makes him very, very bad, and I'm worried about there are consequences for running injured characters. So, we're going to try and recruit somebody. We bought a dossier, and we've gotten access to Sachin Singh of the 15th Vanguard Division. He's a planetary Jingwei guardsman, SL status, secretly suspected insubordination by FM Zama. Intel has no concern of sudden allegiance changes. So he's a member of the planetary Jingwei that we have decided to recruit. He's not one of our Marines. You can see he's a 1-star like Carta. He's not great. And we're pretty okay hiring him because he didn't do anything bad. Zama's the problem here. His whole shtick is he has strength in numbers. The old adage, quantity is a quality of its own, was taken to the extreme with the planetary Jingwei. Guardsmen utilize large formations and target saturation to overwhelm their enemies, and consolidate the Jingwei's political power. Naturally, this strategy results in high casualties for all involved, but some guardsmen still believe in achieving firepower superiority through sheer numbers. He gets accuracy and discipline bonuses for having more squaddies, and he loses accuracy and discipline for having less squaddies. So he needs a big old squad to work. But we're going to be bringing him because we need him.
Ready to fight for the Jingwei. Prepared to die for the way back.
He's a real believer. For our Repel counterattack, it's going to be an overcast day, so no problems on the vision. Darby squad's a little bit smaller. We're going to be a little bit risky. We wanted to fit the chain gun in, and hopefully she'll still have enough firepower to cover the side. Because they're just trying to get to sight, we're less worried. We do need damage output, but we don't need her to have as reliable long-range damage output. As long as she can put some hurt on them and get them hurt before they get to sight, we're cool with that. Carta's got her shotgun. She's got an anti-tank grenade just in case they've got some hardware. Achilles, he's still the same. Carta's going to focus on the south. Achilles a little bit on the east here. And then Sing, he's just got a pirate-looted PDW and a dream. We're going to see if the buff from his passive and the pretty good gun lets him sit on the tower and cover largely this right side. So let's get in.
All right, waybackers. Show us what you got.
And if you notice, we've got some friends. We got some local forces basic infantry like we have had before that will hopefully help us out. You notice that this you can move through, so we have to be a little bit careful. He's going to have to get in the top of these two. And he can't shoot afterwards because he doesn't have that many things. But he does have,
Let's oblige them.
while he is deployed, he's got 93 accuracy. So hopefully that flamethrower team and this chain gun team next turn will get wrecked. As long as he doesn't take too many casualties. If he takes casualties, that's a problem. Are these guys going to get in the other tower? Nice. Okay, east side should be okay. We're all up in here. This, I'd be amazed if they got out of. They're just running away from us. Okay. Achilles got the sweet, sweet experience of facing the wrong direction. One of these days, they will patch that. And you can hang out here. And I guess just rip this because you've got a ton of ammo. And took one of them out the back. Works. We know there's a second one down here. They always spawn two on these. So Carta can hopefully go help out. And yeah, we see a whole thing of pirate outcasts in that truck. How far down do I need to go? I need, what, 1, 2, 3, and then a diagonal? 1, 2, there. So I have to go to, like, here. That's not gonna happen. So we'll check out what Darby sees first. She'll go south because this cuts off at the building. And with her scout and being in the tower, she's going to have, 14 vision range, 4 detection. Anything that comes into her line of sight will be spotted immediately. Soldiers are moving up. Flamethrower team's moving up. Achilles has got that side pretty good. Seeing, I feel pretty confident with the pirate-looted PDW and the local forces. So I really want to see what Carta sees if she wanders down this way. Not a lot, but she can maybe do something next turn. And then here's the end of the turn trucks coming in. These are always the concern. So they can make it to sight, they'll apply a capture. Whoo! There's a chain gun team there, it's a little bit scary. Start us off. You don't actually have multiple people in range, so it might be... Ooh, we might be starting with Carta just blasting on this guy. Yeah, okay. And she clears these trucks out like there's no tomorrow. It's actually quite impressive. Head back towards the site, because she's going to be mostly clearing sight. If they can kill the flamethrower team, that would be fantastic. Disabled is good. If they can't move the truck, they can't get closer. You're waiting for that chain gun team to move, so... Achilles, you're probably just ripping mounted chain gun shots at them. Nice. And that, I think we just hold. Maybe you pull back a bit so you can maybe help out next turn. If these guys do get onto site. See the local force is starting to move in response to the pirate posturing. Is that another person in range of you? No, it is not. Yes, the concern here is that a bunch of them are all going to drive onto site, and it's going to be a huge issue. So to start with, let's see how this does. He killed the truck. Yeah, so he's pretty good if he gets to actually fire. Yeah, of course, they're
Let's
gonna
do this.
move out of the range now. I guess you can pop into this tower, and it's not gonna be super efficient, but
Enemy
it's
movement.
something. You're the most likely to make it onto site. Oh my god, the way that truck is placed, they can't actually drive onto site. They have to drive around. I could have stayed... No, I want to stay put. I do want to try and knock people off this truck. Yeah, just one? Not
Enemy is
great.
suppressed.
A little bit worried about them shooting at me. Hopefully they jam.
We are TIC.
I needed them to jam before she got suppressed debuff, but they're a little bit stuck over here.
Are you worthy?
We're not too worried. That's not going to be a problem. That's not a problem yet. And their truck's just starting to get in the way.
Movement.
That's so funny to me. I could try and move to there and get some shots on the back of them. And I don't think we're going to have a better option. The other thing is Darby, while suppressed, does kind of need to shoot back at this guy, or he's going to just keep suppressing her. We're also very worried about like grenades and things like that. So for now, Darby, you have to take some shots. Specialist disabled is good enough, and then we can chain gun these guys, knock a couple of them off, and I'll suppress these guys. Beautiful.
Enemy suppressed.
He needs backup. This guy, ooh, he takes out some of the chain guns. That'll help.
Drinking ain't easy.
So that's one. The guy's gonna move in. Tragic. Come here, let me touch you. They have awful voice lines. Some of them are really distressing. He's gonna go first sight, so where you probably. Sting. I think you're gonna have to just run back this way. Hopefully the local forces, yeah, can handle whatever's over here. Ooh.
Major.
Yeah, not having good sight lines on enemies is a problem on these defense missions. If he moves on to sight, that's great for me, because then I actually have something Achilles can shoot at. And I was very close to not having that. And as long as he's got his morale bricked, he can't capture the zone. Now we just have to hope that not too many things can make it. The turn probably bricks that. You guys don't have a specialist, so you're running into sight, but one guy is fine. You're suppressed, you can't do much. Beautiful. You guys aren't going to do much. You're in cover from the guy who might shoot at you. And so this very much is a Darby moment. I think we see if we can light chain gun these, and then we see what happens. Nice! That's beautiful, because that breaks him. That gives her the option to fire at these guys. They don't have armor from you. Oh yeah, rip them. No armor means very easy decision to take shots. And then you guys, we have good accuracy and a side hit on, so we can knock a few of you off the back of that. Her squad size is punishing me. If you guys can... Oh, engine damage is super good. They're not going to be able to make it into range of the sight. Yeah, controls overloaded and engine damage are the things we want. What the hell was that? Oh, this is them. There's like grenades and shit happening down here. Scared. I was like, what the hell was that sound? Right now, you guys aren't on site yet. And I don't know if you're going to have someone you can hit. So for now, just kill him. We don't have to worry about him anymore.
Great shot.
And then if I can get you to... Well, I don't really want you too close. Yeah, I'll move you here so you have some cover. In case he does decide to shoot at you, but I don't want you totally out in the open. Yeah, that truck is running for his life. You can move to here and get down to cover anything sneaking around this side. Yeah, like this is what I'm worried about. That is high potential for grenade next turn. I don't love that. Let's get you to a beautiful shot on them. Break them. So that'll make their next turn miss. Because if you've already acted, you'd miss your next coming up turn. That guy's running away. Pipe guns on the tower are whatever. They can shoot at that for another like 5 rounds before it's a serious issue. You're moving to there.
Test my might.
Okay, there was almost a chain gun team on site, and then there wasn't. Sick. I'm okay with that.
At your service.
You've got a bunch of friends that are gonna be a problem. And I think we solve that with our... Let's see if our chain guns solve. Well, they're gonna miss their turn anyway, so let's spray these guys. They're close enough that it should still work. One is all I got? Ooh. 2? Gross. Not cute. He's finished off that truck. Let's go. Sometimes the enemies will leave their trucks in very silly spots, and it can be very, very good for us. You actually can just start hammering this guy.
At your service.
I don't know. We'll see. For right now,
Double
Sing,
time.
I want you pulling up so you can do something next turn, and right now you can't do anything, so... Nice! It's a break on them as their next turn as well. You guys are moving towards Sing. He can start off with you. You, I'm pretty sure, can not quite get to where I want you to go. Shit. Because I know there's a chain gun team somewhere in here. I think we just lob a grenade and hope. Yeah. Unfortunate. She's in a very rough spot. I don't like where Carta is, but we're trying to hold the site, so we're taking risks. We are risking it for the biscuit. We can kind of just pummel and keep down, but I think we start off with this.
Now you try me.
Hello? He's gonna knock nobody off the back of that.
Hey, no, stop.
They should be... I mean, we gotta keep... Man, that was not a very effective salvo. Like, hopefully they can't make it to site. They might make it to site. Nope, they're fleeing. Okay, nice. Too much gunfire for them. Ooh, that's a group of outcasts. That's another truck full of outcasts. These guys are... Ooh.
Enemy movement.
Okay, so who's in danger? Darby might get grenaded. That could be pretty fucking brutal. You could get shot. These guys have a close range shot on you, which is my main concern here. So I think we are going to have to move Sing to here, get down, and then womp. Does annihilate them, though. Like, hopefully these guys try and kill the local forces or something. Otherwise, we're going to be losing squaddies. Squaddies are going to be going down. Yeah, nice. There's a fight going on out here.
Find me the danger.
Which means that one option is Carta can try and get a little bit closer. But these guys have already been hurt, and so it might be better to try and get a little bit of panic going. We just
Nice shot, Marine.
kill them.
Thanks.
Oh, there we go. So that's not
Hostile
gonna
eliminated.
fuck up their morale. God damn it. Get these guys. I was really hoping devastating casualties to their team. I haven't gotten the morale down to a science yet. I've got the vibes, but not a science.
You came a long way,
That's gonna be
die.
on site in the open, which means we have to take this shot.
Hoorah, Marine.
Problem solved. With that, can I get you? Yeah, not quite. So yeah, just stay on
Always
site.
ready.
Carta. Like, if you go here.
Hostiles advancing.
Oh, it's the chain gun team. Nice. Let's just make them dead.
Great shot.
You can pop into cover.
Anytime, Carta.
Now we've got the little bit of spooky where we're not entirely sure how close some of the enemies are to our site. They're all wavering, but again we have the problem of grenades might be a thing.
Orders?
And so Sing is at huge risk of getting grenaded and killed, so we just have to Gotta take these shots. Let's see if we can... Yeah, nothing on that. Carta's now in danger. Hopefully, again, the local forces take some hits for the team. They're killing something out there. Probably scavengers based on how long it's taking them to die. Let's say, you don't get to take a shot. I'm pretty stoked, I'm not gonna lie. You can run to here, get out of their line of sight, and peek when they get closer. You're gonna just kill that guy, whatever he is. There he goes. You hear the death sound. This is deploying a bunch of people right next to her, and she is going to utilize her spray ability and annihilate them. Not a good place to stand, my friends. You can't... Oh my god. Okay, well, move you to here because there's no consequence of it. And then this side's been largely dealt with. This side is a little bit of concern, that side's a little bit of a concern. And I get to here, so you just have the most options going forward. I'm not expecting things to make it to sight this turn. Yeah. Okay, Sing, you can get to here and long range them down. No one else has sight on enemies, so even though they're fleeing, it's worth it. You're moving in. Those breakfast pancakes were a mistake.
Moving to cover.
Man, sometimes I love the fucking pirate voice lines. These are not a great target because they've already moved this turn, but killing an enemy squad is killing an enemy squad. I'm not gonna, like, whinge about that, you know? I'm not too sad about that one. You don't see anybody. Back. And then you... Hey, buddy! Tally. Ooh. So, a lot of friends, actually. Shit. A little bit at risk of him right there, but not letting them get onto sight is more important. You can go to here, and yeah, just start ripping into them. Beautiful. What are you preparing for? The local forces are generally pretty good at knowing where the enemies are coming from, so it's very weird when they do something like that. Alright, this side is clear. They can see a guy right behind that. This building has been taking punishment. The military bunker has been eating shit.
Sir?
Everyone's been shooting at him. Hello. Goodbye. Owned.
That's it. Keep biffing up.
Where are they?
Another
squad of guys. Just you left. Let's run you up nice and close. You don't see anything. They're still in their truck. Let's get you to here. See anything? Well, we'll go to here, and she'll be hidden. Local forces doing their thing. They've deployed.
Let's play a tune. Further together.
We're just in the cozy cleanup. We did the big scary stuff, so now it's vibes time.
What did we ever do to you?
You're literally attacking me right now. They're a little bit scary, but emphasis on a little. We're kind of set up here. Oh my god.
I could have said fresh
I hate that, man. And now we just shoot at the enemies to get a little bit of extra loot. I think we've gotten pretty close to the cap, but they're so weak. It's like 2 outcast squads. I'm just not concerned. I guess it's a scav squad out here, but like, what's scav squad? They're half dead. Darby with reduced numbers feels so much worse than a full power Darby, but on the flip side, she's still Darby, so like, they still just explode. Take a look at that.
You are so good.
They still just explode. You guys are gonna help out. Nice. That should be all the
At
enemies.
your service.
Yes. Beautiful. 5 out of 5. Bunch of junk. An item we care about. Workshop RPG is kind of nice. This allows us to have some anti-armor, but bunch of promotion points. No casualties. Kept some of our euphorics up. All of our euphorics up, actually. Hell yeah. He did so much damage to armor shooting at trucks. To be fair, so did she. Just kind of impressive. Alright. Heck yeah. 4-star operation. Oh, we can get small arms protective plating. Class 3 rated small arms protective plating, or SAP. Trial testing includes ballistic tests from SMG caliber weapons over medium and long distances. These calibers will reliably be stopped as long as the armor is still intact. This is a very nice set of armor. These are night vision goggles. A set of powerful night vision goggles that remove all nighttime vision reduction. When it says vision reduction, it means not only vision, but detection reduction and accuracy malice. These are really, really good, and we are going to be taking them. Major. The distillery of all things has been discovered in an abandoned custodial closet. Naturally, this violates a number of codes, and the flavor of the product itself is, per se, both morally and intellectually offensive. We should dispose of this janitorial due immediately. Can destroy it for +10 authority, and a non-marine receives disheartened. So Sing becomes disheartened if we destroy it. Hair of the Dog sells its goods to market, gives us moonshine crates. Or Speakeasy. Install OCI Moonshine Distillery for -10 authority. Right now we're early enough, and I am so curious about this. I haven't seen this one before, and I want to find out what it does. So we're going to try this. Major, this goes against all protocol, but you are in charge. I'll have Sage put together a business plan to make sure it's running in good order, and health checks to make sure we don't poison ourselves with ad hoc space stew. The man could use a break. Moonshine Distillery installed. So do I just get that? I just get that. Moonshine Distillery, a secretive and secretly allowed area on board the Impetus for brewing of unique TCR-flavored moonshine, a commodity some waybackers might take a strong interest in. So we get moonshine after each operation. So we don't... So comparatively, we don't get the bonus authority. We don't get... The one crate would give us a bonus immediately, and then never again. So for one mission, we're behind. For one mission, we're even. And then we start getting ahead until we end up inevitably destroying this. But I'm actually pretty happy with that. Next time, we'll get into our third operation. For now, goodbye, goodbye. Thanks for joining me in the bog. I'm Willow, and if you enjoyed having me as your guide, leave me a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more Menace and many other journeys to come.